What's going on, everyone? My name is Mr. Christopher, and welcome back to the channel! Welcome back. After a few weeks of absence due to sickness, I am finally back. If I'm not 100%, I'm damn near close to it. So, we're hitting the ground running like we did last year, almost. I'm going to touch on what's coming into the future because this is not a Let's Talk video. This is an unboxing video. And you know what that means? We got something to unbox. What can we have to unbox? Christmas is come and gone. New Year's. It's gone by us like 5 days ago. I can only mean one thing. WWE Slam Crate. I had to make sure I was getting it lined up perfect for the camera. Yes, I got this yesterday. I was going to record this yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, always be prepared. I didn't have shorts. So, this was supposed to be recorded the previous day. It wasn't. It's being recorded now. I don't know why I need... Again, open, honest. That's the end of it all. I know you guys only see from like stomach height up, but again, it's just a pet peeve of mine. So with that being said, I'm curious as to what's in here. I waited a whole day because I was not prepared. Not that I didn't have the right utensil. Because I always had the right utensil. Oh, God. All right. Ooh. Ooh, I was excited. Ugh. All right, so. For those of you that did not catch the last unboxing video of the WWE Slam Crate variety, this was in the last Slam Crate. I'm a huge Bray Wyatt fan, and this is surprisingly my first themed shirt. Not my first Bray Wyatt shirt. However, this is my first Drew McIntyre. Play more country. And it says Slam Crate on the back, just like this one says on the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see the camera, what you guys see. So there, boom. Slam Crate. Slam Crate, so everyone knows when they see you in a wrestling shirt, it's coming from Slam Crate. I don't know why I'm acting like this is a promotional video. They're not sponsoring me. Maybe one day. If you hear me out, Luke Crate. Gonna put that there. I'm not gonna bother folding it up right now. What do we got next? Curious. Very curious. And survey says what is it? Oh, that's cool. So on this side, which is the side they decided to show off for me, nothing. But it's on the other side. Boom! The Wrestlemania logo from last year's Wrestlemania. I understand with the whole pandemic situation, it had to be held back, but I mean, they're almost they got the spirit. They got the right spirit. But they're a little confused, but they got the spirit. You know, that mentality. Don't fold this up. I don't know what. I'm not putting drinks on this. That's for sure. I'm not using it as a napkin. That's double sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a frame for it and hang out and show everyone the Wrestlemania logo where the Fiend beat John Cena. Oh, we got. Ooh! That's kind of cool. Try and get it here and do 2 jobs at once. That's actually almost perfect. And now, get some light on that bad boy. Alright, might need a. Or there we go. You got a pin that Slam Crate likes to give out. Can't remember if they followed the design choice or what, but that is the WWE. Whoa, buddy. Still blurry. Too blurry. Just right. So it's the WWE. You quiet. I'm doing a thing. Yeah, the World Heavyweight Championship. I think they started to redo this because it used to be just the championship faces, and I got them all. I thought I had them all. I'm not 100% certain on it, but that they'd sent out. But I remember I got one, and I was like, well, I think it was like the United States Championship on the back of it, but the actual pin wasn't the United States title. It didn't bother me because I already had the United States title, so it was just one of those confusing times. And we got, we got a decal. Yeah, it's completely white. I know, it's really boring, you know. Nothing show-stopping about it. Bad pun, I know, I'm sorry. But it's a Shawn Michaels Superstar Legend decal. So I assume I can put that on the wall, or on my car, or wherever a decal goes these days. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Well, I can tell you this was supposed to be the Christmas crate because it has, I know that didn't show it very well because the light is blinding it out. Some, like, you can see somewhat. I don't feel like focusing in on just that, but it's name tags for presents and such for Christmas. It says here on the back, Happy Holidays, Looter. At Loot Crate, we try to make sure our crates. Oh my god. I swear today is like the day people are trying to have strokes when they're typing shit. At Loot Crate, we try to make our crates a special gift you'll enjoy. Okay, no, it's just me being a dick. Use these tags to celebrate the spirit of the holidays and share the love with your geeky friends and family. So yeah, they're supposed to be name tags, but that time of the season's gone. But I understand it. All the whole, pandemic shifting. Let's see. Please enjoy your April 2020 WrestleMania 36 Slam Crate. Yeah, so this was supposed to be in April. But we're on to the final product here. It's another WrestleMania themed. But I didn't read the box very well. All I saw was the Fiend, and I got excited. You gotta keep boxes taped up. I don't know why. Okay, not gonna lie, that's cool. Not cool for your ears, but cool to see once I get it out of the packaging. So there's salt and shaker. Random dog sound. There's salt and pepper shakers of Bray Wyatt. And the Fiend. That's cool. How do you get them open though? How do you put stuff in them? Oh, like that. Darkness on the inside, just like the Fiend. Oopsie. There. I got it on perfect. I could tighten it and send it a little bit off. Why do that, you know? And then, why it's the same, just different color. And that's about perfect. Do they have hand wash only? Hand wash only. Okay. Nope. There's no indicator, so you can make this the pepper, and you can make this the salt, or you can make this the salt, and this the pepper. It's all up to you. I know what I'm going to use for salt and pepper shake. Salt and pepper shakers. Last time I'm saying it, because I can't say it properly apparently. That's very cool. I don't know. Like, I've gotten these since they first started doing them, and they feel lackluster to a degree. You know, I'm a Bray Wyatt fan through and through till the day I die, and you know, anything Bray Wyatt, I'm gonna love. You know, there was the top of the box, by the way. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, salt and pepper shakers. I will throw you out the window. So, you know, decals. Okay, I guess. It shows off your favorite superstars, but when you're doing something like this, I don't think a decal is good because you might not get a superstar you like. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of getting stuff like this, but when it comes to wrestling, some items you need to have a theme to. And yeah, I see the theme here because it was supposed to be in April and it was the Wrestlemania crate. So the whole theme as WrestleMania, you know, Mr. WrestleMania, WrestleMania Fiend Shakers, WrestleMania pin, WrestleMania Claymore Country shirt. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But when it comes to this, yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is like a little bit more chaseable items would be nice. Um I used to get Loot Crate and stopped getting it, not because I didn't enjoy it or like it, but it was just getting to the point to where I was getting all these boxes all year round, and it was like, okay, yeah, some of the items I'm geeking out about, and some of the items they're going over my head. Now, granted, Loot Crate has done a phenomenal job of curating boxes to certain fandoms and to certain people. So, like, the Slam Crate curates to wrestling fans through WWE. But I think there are other crates out there that do a little bit better job because they don't just focus on one company, they focus all around on professional wrestling. But I'm a WWE guy, but it's gotten to the point to where like you can't really do anything with the product that we have right now because the whole pandemic took a lot of our talent away. So it's like you're pushing the same five guys essentially. Like, why? But on the other end of things, if you're like me and you watch one wrestling program, I feel like I'm blurring out here. Move here, there. If you watch one wrestling program and you get a crate that's curated to all of professional wrestling, Impact Wrestling, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor. Those are like the ones that are coming off my head that aren't WWE, unless I've already said WWE and I brain farted it. You get all these quick reflexes. Stay. You get all these other items and memorabilia and products that are coming from other companies for other superstars and talent and wrestlers that you don't know about because you're focused on one product. Now, I'm not saying, that that's a bad thing, but I'm not saying that's a good thing at the same time. WWE, I think they could do a little bit more. Again, I know this was like back in April and all of the whole pandemic thing happened and it kind of just threw everything in a state of flux. But I'd like to see this year's crates, if they still do crates, to include a little bit more like chase incentives to make you want to buy boxes. I'm not saying I'm going to stop getting boxes. I'm going to be looking forward to them, and I'm going to be doing it for content on the channel because this has been the wrestling supplement for the channel, and I'll get on that here in a moment. But it's just one of those nitpicks, because I know there are other wrestling promotions out there. I know WWE isn't the end-all, be-all, but growing up, my dream was to be a professional wrestler. Not just any professional wrestler, but the next WWE Hall of Fame legend. And I will throw you out the door. I forgot to mute my phone. So I have that like real close spot in my heart for WWE, and I love to watch it. I love to talk about it. You can ask anyone that knows me. Wrestling is like my world, but it's not 100% my world. There are other things in my world. There's video games, there's YouTube, there's music. A lot more different things go into me, and so when I get wrestling, which was like a good chunk of it, I want to be like one of those like, yeah, this is so exciting, like this Bray Wyatt shirt. If I was able to go out and about, I'd wear this thing almost anywhere, and I'll be proud about it. I'll be like, yeah, I'm a wrestling fan, I'm a Bray Wyatt fan, I'm a Fiend fan. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? But outside of that, the products that we're getting are matching the products that are being shown on TV. They're not pushing the same superstars, the same products, but they are kind of like, well, what's the word? Restricted. They're restricted on what they can do because now you've got guys like The Club, you've got guys like Fit Fiddly, and oh my goodness, I can't think. Heath Slater. I cannot think for the life of me, but there's a lot of people that got purged out of the WWE because of the whole pandemic, and now their contracts are essentially terminated. They're no good. They can do whatever they want now, and so I understand from Slam Crate's perspective that, they don't have a whole lot to work with anymore. The first box, I remember, it had New Day, it had Dean Ambrose, it had a lot of things in there, but a nice incentive was that you got a poster inside of it. And then they stopped doing that, and then you got another incentive of getting like little statue figurines. I'll be right back. I'll show you one I'm talking about. Be right back. So I'll do this with, by the way, I'm back. I'll do this with another one of my favorites, Finn Balor. You'd get little figures that you could pose, however way you want, like that, and they'd come with a little section of ring. Then you'd collect the series, series 1, series 2, and such, and it would make a full scale ring with different figures that were doing different things. Or, like The Rock came with shades and the belt and a microphone. So you could position him to be yelling, "If you smell." But again, they're now limited to what they can do. And I understand that. But it's that chase that I gotta get the next crate that it's missing. And I guess that's sort of like not having a chase is a chase in of itself, because that makes you want to go like, well, maybe the next box is going to be a chase. Yeah, the head's movable too. The next box is going to have a chase variant that's going to lead to another box and another box and another box. So I get that, I understand, but there's just not enough there to be like, I recommend this to people right now. Back when it first started, and back when it like not last year but the year before, which might have been right around the time it started, but that's when I would have recommended it, because you're getting so many other things inside the boxes because they had a lot more to work with. Now you don't. But that's just my take on it. I'm giving this a solid three stars. Nothing wrong with it. It's just it's suffering through the times just like we all have. But I'm gonna go with this guy right there, and he fell. I understand that. So this box, I'm gonna give a solid 3 stars out of 5, only because you can win me over with fiend stuff any day of the week. Any day of the week, you can. But I feel like if the decal wasn't in there and there was something else to replace it, it might be 3.5 to 4 stars. Because everything else there made sense. They wanted to get this out in time for the holidays. Unfortunately, I didn't get mine before the holidays. But you get little collectibles like pins. So that's another reason, you want to get the whole collectible line. So I guess that's sort of a chase in of itself. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, a chase is like that rare variant item in a line of collectibles. It's used a lot. It's used frequently by collectors of Funko Pops. There's that chase variant. I'll be right back. I'll show you what I mean. Whoop. And back. It's almost like I'm Bray Wyatt. But no. So like, here I'm gonna use Cyberpunk lineup here. So on the back here, they give you a list of things, like the whole series, and it says V male Takamura, Johnny Silverhand, V female, and Johnny Silverhand again, just a different pose. But that's all it says. There's 5 figures in the set, in the series. But there's a 6th Chase variant. As you can see, the eyes are black in here. The 6th variant also happens to be named V-Male. As you see, the black eyes there. And it tells you the same thing here. V-Male, Takamura, Johnny Silverhand, V-Female, and Johnny Silverhand again. Again, different poses. Eyes are black here. And they show the eyes are black here. And as comparison, doing a terrible job hiding the reason why it's Chase. But again, still, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not. So the Chase variant is the eyes, because it's not called this on the box, but when you look it up, it's like glow in dark V-Male, and it's eyes. So a Chase variant is something that is very rare, that you get, and it's like, oh, okay, this is cool, and then you go to get the set, and realize the one you have isn't in the set, and then the one that you are missing is the basic common variation of the one you got. So I feel like they're missing that in Slam Crate right now. They had it before, and I'm pretty sure they can do it again. But they had that, and it's gone. And I understand, they only have a limited source to work with right now. And probably ever will work with. But that's what we're going to leave off there. I'm not trying to bash the product at all. I love the product. I'm excited when I see the black box on my porch, in front of my door. So I'm always excited to get them. And yeah, so next topic is the channel. So we're going from excitement and unboxing, and now we're leaving the downturn of it could be better, to now what's coming into the future. So, for those of you that might be new to the channel and are unaware, I had a wrestling series on the channel, which was the Universe Career Mode. It fell flat only because I ran out of ideas. As soon as I got Brian Christopher that NXT contract in episode 4, I believe. I'm trying to think. There was the Undisputed Era. There was Freeze Dango. There was Ricochet. Yeah. The 4th match, which will be a surprise if you want to watch it. It was good, but I had a lot of issues going into it. Number 1, I was recording it live, meaning my commentary was going over the video as I was playing the game. No problem with it, but you could hear the button inputs. And as I was trying to say, oh, he's going for such and such move, I was sitting there trying to input the buttons to do such and such move. And it was like, think of it as improv comedy at its finest. Crashing as hard as it can. So I said, okay, let's change this up. Well, that never happened, because after that I was like, well, this is supposed to be me. And I'm supposed to be getting better and better, and what I shown was good, but I'm not improving because I'm trying to focus on too many other things. So it was just downhill. I had all these bullet point ideas, but I didn't know how to get to the bullet point ideas to make it exciting. However, that is changing. So, probably not this Friday, but next Friday, I'm going to have a special video that's going to break down the new series because we are going to have a new wrestling series debuting on the channel next Friday. It'll be a Friday only series, so if you guys want to keep tuning in every Friday to watch it, feel free. If you want to tune in to see what's coming in throughout the week, you're more than welcome to. But on that note, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is coming back to the channel. I did not forget about it. I did not abandon it. Just a lot of things came out at once not at once. Let me rephrase that. A lot of things happened at once. There we go. I had the sickness I got. I had family coming over. It was the holidays. It was just a train wreck. I couldn't get anything done, so that's why I recorded the update video, saying I'm better, but I'm just spending time with family right now because I couldn't get my setup up quick enough to get a video out. My cousin was using one of my monitors for her job, so I was like, hey, I have no problem with it. You go ahead and do it. Because that saves me from having to get all my equipment out. I put it all away just to be clean and tidy and all that, and now it's back out, and it's not going away until I have company again. But hopefully by that time, I'll have content lined up for days. But nonetheless, back on topic here. The wrestling series, I'm currently working out on brackets for it. I don't want to show you guys because I want to leave it as a surprise for the next for the first video in the series, because that's going to be the breakdown. That's going to be like, hey, this is what's going to happen in this video or in this series. This is how it starts, and this is where it goes, and here are the rules and regulations and all the fun stuff that goes into the series, because I'm going to take the HUD out of it completely. Number one, that's chaos for me because I don't know what button to press when. So the HUD's going to be taken out completely so it looks like a TV to you guys. Number two, the commentary will be recorded a day or two after the video had been recorded, so that way I can commentate effectively and efficiently. So I can be like, all right, I'm focused on this match. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. Let's get it done. Outside of that, there will be Let's Talks, but I'm gonna try and make them like once a month. So this doesn't really count because I'm just getting the groundwork laid for everyone, so everyone knows what's going on. Let's Talks will be coming back, but they're going to be more thematic. So it's like there's going to be a theme to each episode. That's why they're only going to be one episode a month. I'm not going to try and push 2 episodes. There might be 2 episodes a month, but I'm not guaranteeing that. I am guaranteeing 1 episode a month. You could see I say see, but hear, because the way the whole setup is. You could probably hear from guests like, well, I'm gonna leave that as a surprise. But I could get guests on Let's Talk, and we can talk about different topics. So the sky's the limit. As for going around the whole YouTube advertisement things, I understand why people may not want to watch my videos because they don't want to see the advertisements. I understand. I get it. Um, right now, I'm looking into ways that you can support the channel and myself. Um, but I don't have anything concrete just yet. So it might not be until June or July by the time I get this all figured out and be like, all right, this is what we're going to do. But I do have goals for this year, so be prepared to hear it in almost every video. I say almost every video because I might forget or I might not feel like bringing it up, but the goal for the year is 100 subscribers. I'm saying it now. I'm putting it out in the universe. 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Now, if we break it, I will set a new record for the end of the year. But this is all out in the air now. We're at 30 subscribers. I thank every one of you for staying with me. We're at 30 subscribers, and we're going to be working our way to 100 by the end of the year. This wrestling series is going to showcase that wrestling side of things. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to bring in the weekly, if you would, series again. But after that, so it's only going to be Assassin's Creed. There's not two upload series like there was with Spider-Man Miles Morales and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's no two uploads. It's just going to be one series a week. The only double upload will be Fridays with Assassin's Creed and the wrestling series. Once Assassin's Creed Valhalla is done and over with, we're going to reset series, so it's not going to be, oh, hot new games coming out. Gotta play it. We're going to take a step back. I have a series I really want to do, and I hope Assassin's Creed doesn't take up too much time to complete, because I really like, in the perfect universe, this series would start May 4th. But as soon as Assassin's Creed Valhalla is done, I'm going to be doing a full-on role-playing playthrough of Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic. God, I miss that game, and I've played bits and pieces on Steam, and it just makes me miss it so much, and I want to play it because A, I'm a nerd, and B, I love Star Wars. So there's that. I might, for May 4th, do a Let's Talk about Star Wars and like my kind of nerdy relationship with it. But yeah. I think I've hit the topics I wanted to talk about in this short segment for Let's Talk in this unboxing video. So I understand if, you guys clicked off at after the unbox, because that's probably what this is going to be entitled, special unbox or something like that. But I understand if you guys just wanted to stay for the unboxing. 100% understand, but do know we have goals for the channel. We want to be at 100 subscribers by December 2021. Pardon that. December 31st, 2021. There we go. If we somehow break 100 subscribers before then I will look and see how much time we have left and adjust the goal accordingly. So if we break 100 subscribers in June, I might say 150 by the end of the year. Likewise, if we hit 100 in March, I might say, okay, let's go 175. But if by some miraculous occasion we break 100 next month, then the goal will be 200. and then we're going to keep going up and up and up and up. There's too much hatred and negativity in the world. I want to spread positivity. I want to spread happiness. I want to spread this joyous thing. So that's why I'm not focusing too much on AAA games, because a lot of games today get a lot of controversy thrown at them. Look at Last of Us Part 2. Won Game of the Year last year. A lot of people didn't think it deserved it. I'm one of those that I didn't play it personally. I have it. I just haven't gotten around to playing it because that was one of the games I wanted to put on the channel. And I never got around to doing it. But I have it. I love the first one. But I just, all the negativity around it, I'm like, okay, I want to play it, but at the same time, I'm trying to block out the negativity, and I can't really do that. So I'm just like, I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to go about it, skim read what negative thoughts people had about it. But when Game of the Year came out, there was Doom Eternal. There was Animal Crossing, which, how in the world, how does Animal Crossing not get Game of the Year last year when it literally saved everyone's sanity? Those are the three games. Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing, and Doom Eternal. Those are the three games I remember from the lineup for Game of the Year. Last of Us Part 2 got Game of the Year. I understand a lot of people's frustration. Out of all the negativity it got, it still was a great game in the eyes of the reviewers. So I'm not going to try and be like, oh, well, this AAA game's coming out. I'm going to play it and have my own thoughts about it. And then somewhere down the line, someone's going to say, oh, but you're wrong for believing that, and you're wrong for this, and you're wrong for that. So no hatred, no negativity. This is a welcoming place. I want to build a welcoming community so that everyone can have their own say and have their own word and it be completely respectful. So that's also what I'm going to do with the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic series and the wrestling series, is kind of like bring these outside groups in, because I feel like, you know, now I'm not saying this is true. This is just what I've seen on YouTube, because I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm looking up Star Wars things. I don't feel like there's that many Star Wars channels. And I'm not going to say, oh, well, this year we're going to be Star Wars focused. Star Wars this, Star Wars that, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. No. I'm not saying that. It's just one of the aspects that will make the channel unique. But at the same time, it's like I can have this grow with this side of the community, these people tuning for that content, and then the wrestling side of the community. I don't want to say that there's not a lot of wrestling channels, because I'll be downstairs, my grandma will have on her YouTube like speech to talk or something like that, voice of someone reading off rumors that have no backing to them whatsoever, and it's like, okay, there's some wrestling content. But then you have other channels that go into the video game side of wrestling, that go into more of what's going on in the wrestling world. So there are wrestling channels, there are Star Wars channels, but from what I have seen, there's not that many of them. And rightfully so, because YouTube's a big place. So maybe there are that many of them, and just as big as YouTube is, they're not pushing all of them. So I've said my piece. I have said my roadmap. We're finishing Assassin's Creed. As soon as Assassin's Creed is done, we're switching over to Knights of the Old Republic, because that is a series I want to do so badly. Like I said, it's a role playing, so no face cam. Wrestling series will be starting up next week. Assassin's Creed will be jumping back in next week. And our goal for the year, 100 subscribers. That's all I gotta say for the last time. Thank you for watching. If you're excited about any of that, leave a like and comment down below what you're most excited to see. Are you excited to see thematic Let's Talk so it's not rambling on like this had started to spiral out of to? Or are you excited to see Star Wars content? Are you excited to see the Assassin's Creed series coming back to finish? Or are you excited for that new wrestling content that's finally coming back after a year away? I had to do a quick thought in my head because I couldn't remember when the last video went up. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's been 2 years. Like, no, we had a whole year off of wrestling content outside of Slam Crate. So, I'm done clapping my hands. Anyways, leave a like if you're excited. Comment down below what you're excited about. If you're new here, subscribe and ring the bell notification to be notified of when I upload next time. My brain is 5,000 miles in different directions. Don't know what's going on. It's been like that all day. So, and as always, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!
Yowie wowie!